Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now February 27th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise and exactly how it's all really going to work by Disney, as we are now heading into a different era of the Star Wars franchise, where they are really resetting the Star Wars franchise by introducing a new mythology. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that we do know about Episode 9 is that, of course, this movie was used as a foundation to create new Star Wars lore by director J.J. Abrams in order to really kind of just kickstart this new mythology that Disney and Lucasfilm are trying to set up. So, one thing is for certain is that if we examine the sequel trilogy, The Last Jedi, by far the most divisive Star Wars movie in Star Wars film history, there's really no other way to put it, is that yes, it was a film that really divided the fan base, and yes, it's a movie that most hardcore fans did not enjoy. Now, if you guys enjoy The Last Jedi, that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their opinion, that's all natural. But if we look at the majority of the hardcore fans, and even some casual fans out there, there's no denying that, is that there's a lot of people that were very upset with this movie. And now that we have the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, that actually took over the role as CEO over Bob Iger since he stepped down immediately, what's really intriguing all has to do with, of course, Star Wars The Last Jedi and what it has to do with this new Star Wars universe. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are moving on to their new Star Wars universe, also known as their new expanded universe, that is all set to introduce new eras and a brand new mythology as well. As of now, Bob Chapek is named as the new CEO of Disney, replacing Bob Iger, and during this transition, many plans have been discussed between Iger and Chapek. It's noted that one of these plans has to do with fixing The Last Jedi in several ways for the new expanded universe, where it's noted that one of those plans that Bob Chapek will be planning to do sometime in 2021 next year includes a series of never-before-seen deleted scenes for The Last Jedi that will make their way over to Disney Plus and will be added into The Last Jedi version of Disney Plus sometime in 2021. This will also include deleted scenes that were included on the Blu-ray version of the movie that released back in early 2018. Additionally, it's noted that a brand new graphic novel is set to actually release sometime next year, as well, that will add in brand new scenes featuring Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Kenobi's Force Ghost on Ahch-To, and will expand the events before Rey's arrival on Ahch-To, and brand new scenes entirely that will be thrown into the adaptation. Now, it's noted that also a series of novels are set to be released as well in the near future that will retell the characters of Luke Skywalker during the events of The Last Jedi as a way to change the film and how fans see the movie. It's explained that Disney is in full damage control mode and that Bob Iger wants the best for Disney Star Wars by handing everything over to Bob Chapek to handle, and for him to introduce some of his own ideas for this new universe as well, to satisfy many of the hardcore fans around the world. So, the thing about The Last Jedi, let's get into this. Now, the thing about The Last Jedi is that this movie really caused quite a number of problems for Star Wars. Some of you out there may debate on this and say that it did not do a thing at all. In my own, point of view here, it did. It most certainly caused quite a problem, not just for the Star Wars community, but of course for both Disney and Lucasfilm as companies. If we look at Solo: A Star Wars Story, the box office results of that movie were directly caused from the backlash of The Last Jedi. There's no denying that. Disney would argue that it was a frequency issue because they released a new Star Wars film so soon after The Last Jedi. I don't think that was the case. I think it was a mixture of the backlash of Episode 8 and, of course, how not a lot of fans were necessarily asking for a Han Solo movie in particular. So, though it was an okay Star Wars film in my book, the majority of Star Wars fans were not begging for it, were hyped for it to the max, right? So, moving beyond this, everything related to this strategy by Disney to really fix The Last Jedi by releasing never-before-seen deleted scenes on Disney Plus to become a part of The Last Jedi film itself. Obviously, it seems like that they will be embedding those deleted scenes in the actual storytelling of The Last Jedi. It seems like they're going to be making a special version of the movie only on Disney Plus, which is a little bit of a I don't know, it seems like Disney's trying to only have people go over to Disney Plus to watch this thing, and it's not going to come out on disc. It almost seems like they're just trying to use this as leverage for their own streaming service. But the other thing that really does interest me is this graphic novel that's in the early works that's going to tell us new events before Rey's arrival on Ahch-To and brand new scenes during the events of the actual movie. That's all going to be told visually speaking, plus of course a handful of novels. That's all going to really retell The Last Jedi. So all of this combined is Disney's attempt to really fixing the film. Do I think it's really going to erase the history of what happened a couple of years ago? Not necessarily, no. But I do believe that for a lot of hardcore fans out there and some casual fans that read the books and like deleted scenes and stuff like that, I think it will help a bit. I don't know if it'll completely save the film in its entirety, but I think it will help it. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.